Hello again, racing fans. Midway through another working week. My goodness, how quickly time goes by. We're in KZN on Wednesday afternoon for racing at Hollywoodbets Greyville. We're on the Poly for a 9-race program that gets underway at 12:15. For those of you who are getting involved with your free Hollywoodbet Punter Challenge entries, make sure those are on 5 minutes prior to the advertised starting time of the opener. Put those selections through, spend the $50 and play the bet slip, because that will put you in line for that double life-changing jackpot prize if you were to be the one person to select all the winners on the card. 9 races on the Poly is what we need to work through, so let's get straight into the action. The first race is a maiden juvenile plate where 8 runners will line up at the 1400-meter mark, and I'm going with number 5, Brew, as the horse they all have to be. This horse showed improvement from first to second start. That's the kind of horse that I like to go for. Was slow last time out, had to be steadied at the 100-meter mark, but for that, should have finished a whole lot closer. Andrew Fortune retains the ride, and with any amount of further natural progress to come, I do think will be a tough nut to crack. So I'm going 5 Brew to win it, ahead of 8 Pinetti. For third, I'm going with number 3 Rejuvenate, and fourth, number 4 Zion's Pride. Second race is the opening leg of the Bipot. 12:50 is the off time of race 2, and I'm sure many of you like me will be going banker number 1 in the opening leg. This horse from the stable of Dean Kannemeyer, number 1 Miss Sakura, is the half-sister to Summer Pudding. I thought she ran an absolute cracker on debut. She was green, but she stayed on nicely in the closing stages, and she also found betting support that day. She started in the red, which tells me she must have been showing something back home. I'm sure she'll enjoy the step up in trip to 1400, and if she takes to the surface, without a shadow of a doubt the horse to beat, the stable of Kaname is informed they have 3 winners on Saturday at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. She'll have the run of the race under Craig Zaki from pole position, so I'm looking no further than 1 Miss Sakura to win it, ahead of number 10 Nautical Landing, 9 Echo, and 5 Q for Love. Third race, opening leg of the place accumulator. 13:25 is the off time of the third race on the program. 9 runners will face the starter, and I'm going for the horse I went for last time. He certainly owes me, and I'm keeping fingers crossed that he makes some ends, and I'm talking to Silver Platter. This horse has got good, solid form coming into this race. Also found betting support last time out, shortened all the way down to odds-on favourite, and disappointed that can only manage to finish third on that occasion. Jockey Serena Moodley knows him very, very well. He'll be up handy, and he'll be staying on in the closing stages, and fingers crossed, get rewarded for consistency. So I'm going to Silver Platter to win it, ahead of 7 Apache AG. For third, number 8 Call Me Harriet, and fourth, number 4 Green Gallant. Now, before moving on, it just reminded me here, at the end of race 3, it shows me that anti-post betting for the Hollywoodbet Durban July is available on hollywoodbets.net. Next week, this time, of course, we will know who will be running in the 2025 renewal of the race. Those in Durban will be looking forward to getting up early on Thursday morning to attend the public gallops and go and have those sticky buns and coffee that has become a tradition with the occasion, and then, of course, the countdown to the big day. So get those anti-post betting bets on now already. Take the doubles, take the trebles, and keep fingers crossed that your fancy wins this year's running of the Hollywoodbets Durban July. There's nothing like having the bragging rights if you pick the winner. Trust me when I tell you. Right, pick 6 time, race 4. 1400 hours, 2 o'clock is the off time of race 4. It's a Class 4 fillies and mares benchmark 80. 10 runners will line up at the 1600-meter mark. And here I'm going with number 4 Greenhouse from the stable of Mike and Matthew de Kock. Callan Murray will do duty, and in fact that combination of jockey trainer has been doing exceptionally well. They've certainly been in form of late. This horse looked like a winner last time out when going up handy, and just got one out of it in the closing stages of the race. That's because he hung out over the final 300. He could have finished a lot closer than he did, but he had to settle for third on the occasion, and I do think if he stays on a straight course, he's going to be a tough nut to crack. So I'm going for Greenhouse to possibly get away at the right time and say, come and catch me if you can, ahead of 2-1 Path, 6 Plum Pudding, and 1 Prom Queen. That takes us on to race number 5. It's a middle stakes to be run over 1,600 metres. And here we have 10 runners who will face the starter in race 5 on the card. And there's a couple of them that you probably could make a case for in this race. But I like the look of number 2, Q Wing, purely because Q Wing gets the services of 4 kilo claiming Mbutu again on board. This horse, in fact, is ideally course and distance suited. If you look at his record, for 3 runs he's had a win in 2 seconds. It tells you he'll be competitive on this track and over the strip. Last time out, got brushed at the 150 metre mark, got carried late, and that certainly cost him. Not to win the race, but to finish a short head in second. And as I said, with the claiming Appy on board, he's edging closer to his next win, and I do think he can go better this time round. So we're going 2 Q Wing to win it, ahead of 1 Sequoia, 7 Few Dollars More, and 9 Icy Blast. 6th race on the card is a Class 3 fillies and mares benchmark 93. 8 runners to line up at the 1,400 metre mark. Here I'm going with Justin Snaith and Andrew Fortune. And number 1, Goodness Gracious Me. Been for this horse before, going for him again. Over the distance, if you look at the card, you'll see, well, I'm using the winning form, second from the top. He's had 1 run over 1,400 metres, and the result of a 1,400 metres ended up in the winner's enclosure. I also thought that was a very good last run on this track over just a little bit further. And I do think, because he likes to race up handy, he will be right there where it matters most. From pole position, he's having his 3rd run after rest, so he should be cherry ripe to give us his peak performance. So I'm going 1 Goodness Gracious Me to beat number 4, 2 Gs, 5 Magical View for 3rd, and 8 School Policy for 4th. Race 7 is a Class 5 benchmark 66. 10 runners will face the starter at the 1,400 metre mark. There's a couple here that you could probably make a case for. For example, number 4 Porfurio on the current form. It says possibly a place chance, particularly if one looks at the course and distance record. Danube must have a genuine chance of possibly winning it, but I like Matt Hardy. Again, I'm going with Andre Null. This time Tristan Godden gets the ride, and if you look at Mac Hardy's record over the course and distance, for 5 runs, a win and 2 seconds, and Mac Hardy last time out also found the betting support when finishing second, beaten 1.8 lengths by the winner. I remember going for Mac Hardy last time out. This horse will be dropping out and will be doing its best work late, and hopefully will be timing it to perfection to mow them all down and to win the race going away. So I'm going 7 Mac Hardy to win race number 7 on the card, ahead of 5 Danube, 6 Bank Street, and 1 Send Me. That takes us on to the penultimate race on the card, race number 8. And this is a middle stakes where 8 runners will face the starter. Another one we're probably going to have to add in 2 or 3, even though it's a small field of 8 runners. You could make a case for 1 Mr. Master Starter from the Inform Dean Canamayer stable. You can make a case for number 3. This is what it means to me. Going for the hat-trick. 5 Bosom Buddy comes into this race with very good Johannesburg form, but I like number 2, 21 May. This horse ran a good 3rd last time out. Should have finished a lot closer, but faltered at the 300 metre mark. And then I went back into the winning form to see what my good friend Mr. Howells has to say. He says, first run on the poly, and if taking to the surface, will give a good account of himself. Well, it's a new, improved surface that they're on. Without a shadow of a doubt, will enjoy it. So I'm going 2, 21 May to beat number 1 Mr. Master Starter, 5 Bosom Buddy, and 6 Master Bling. And that takes us on to the last race on the card, race number 9. And if everything goes according to schedule, race 9 will jump at 16:55. Immediately I thought, I'm going with Dean Canamayer and Craig Zaki, because Vernian Goddess won a very good race last time out, but then I realized, picked up a 5-point penalty. And then I saw that Avernian Goddess had beat Ladybug, and Ladybug is now 2 kilos better off at the weights with Avernian Goddess, and that's what I'm going for. Number 12, Avernian Bug. 3rd runner from the Andre Nel yard that I'm going for on the day. This horse will come from barrier position 12. I do think that this horse should also strip a whole lot fitter. Second run after rest. If you look at the form, this horse absolutely loves this course and distance. For 5 runs, 2 wins, 2 seconds, I do think similar tactics from last time out could see this horse in the number 1 box. So I'm going 12, Love Ladybug, to win the last race on the card, ahead of number 2, Ethereal View, 5, Avernian Goddess, and 7, She's a Machine. And that's it for midweek racing at Hollywoodbets Greyville on Wednesday. Trust you'll enjoy the day's racing. Till next time from me, Rouvaun, you take care. Cheers for now.